fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Dawson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The numbers for Walker from last week's effort, 18 carries, 77 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Throwing on first down, Reyes. This is the tight end Fant, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Looking to throw on second down, Reyes. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're there, how many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's Walker. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Andy Janovich. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
They keep it with Henry on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Vikings at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Off the bootleg. Dawson out to his left. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone. And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. On second down, here's Henry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. He was locked in last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2.
Clear some space in the trophy room. He won it last week. He's thinking he's going to get a few more before this season is over, maybe even starting with this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dawson. He'll get that to Amir Smith-Marset. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Rolling to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Dawson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Dawson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Reyes. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown or for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left for a big play.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Reyes. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw, Reyes. Going right back to Fant. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. On the tackle there, Matt Henningsen. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Reyes. That one thrown away from the pocket. Officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. To throw on 3rd down, Reyes. Going to throw right side here. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. On 1st and 10, Reyes. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. 2 yards left on 2nd down from the 9. Back to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw.